we're going to be learning about skip counting. Has anyone heard of skip counting? Familiar with it?
Yes.
Olivia?
It's like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and 5, 17, 20, 20.
Okay. Yeah. So everyone knows what that is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How about, does anyone know about factors?
Oh, yeah.
We'll learn a little bit about that also. Mackenzie, can you tell me what a factor is?
A factor is like the numbers, like 8 plus 4, 8 and 4 would be the factors.
Factoring, can someone else give her a little bit of help there? Brady?
It's the numbers of a multiplication sentence.
Yeah, multiplication. It's Emma,
Multiplication.
what do you think it is?
The numbers of multiplication, sentence, or, yeah, multiplication sentence, and that equal up to find a quotient.
Okay. So if we skip count 5 2s to 20, help me out here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20.
20.
Okay? And I ask you, what is 2 factors of the number 20? Can someone raise your hand and tell me what that would be, or what an example of that would be? Take
2 and 0.
2 and 0. Factors. Remember what Brady, is it Brady that was telling us is multiplication?
Yes.
Factoring is having to do multiplication. Kendall?
Maybe 20, and however, like a number like 20 times 6, it's another number that adds up.
That is multiplication. Wait on it.
Maybe 10 and 2.
10 and 2. Why do you think it's 10 and 2?
10 times 2 is 20.
10 times 2. Okay. Mackenzie, do you know another?
5 times 4.
5 times 4 would be a factor of 20. And how do you know 5 times 4 is?
Because you can skip count by 5s 4 times.
That's one way to figure out what the factors are, and there's a couple of other ways to figure out what factors are.
If you know your multiplication, and you know pretty much all of your multiplication, like if you know your 5s, you could just know it off the top of your head.
Right, if you know your multiplication. That's right. And then there's one more way. Does anyone know another way, a third way to find out what a factor is?
Skip count.
I think someone said skip. Yeah,
Oh.
Mackenzie said skip.
You could divide 20 by the second number and find out what number you get.
Use division, or have you heard of a factor tree?
No.
You haven't done that yet? Okay. I'll show you. That's another way. It's called a factor tree. And what you do is, you know, 2 will go into 20 how many times?
10.
Oriana told us the answer to that, right? So that, whatever is across the line here is your factor. But this can get even smaller. So we know there's more factors. What was it?
5 and 2. 5 and 4.
5. No. 5 times 2 equals 10. 2 times 10 equals 20. And it's called a tree because it looks kind of like little branches on a tree. So you know that 5 times 2 is 10. 10 times 2 is 20. So these would be your factors. And what happens if we multiply these 3 numbers together? Nate?
It gets 20.
That's right. So that's an easy way. Another way, everyone thinks differently and learns differently, but that's another way to help you figure out what the factors are. Okay? I'm going to give you a sheet. 0 to 99 chart, okay? And some cubes. And we're going to together at first, and then we're gonna do some on your own, okay? We're gonna use our cubes, and we're gonna skip count together a few times. I'm gonna ask you some questions, okay? Since we did twos already, we're gonna skip count by fives. And we're gonna take our cubes or our Legos and cover the number as we say it. Okay? You can only probably go to the top half of the sheet, okay? You won't be able to go to 99. Okay. Is everyone ready? Yep. All right, let's start with the fives. Skip count by fives. Ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So cover the numbers that we called out up. Is everyone got them covered? Okay, do we see anything unusual about it? Yes.
But 55,
Hold on, that one. Okay, that 55 doesn't have a cube in it.
We didn't count to 55, we stopped at 50.
Oh.
Yes, Kendall?
There's actually two. One is that it's uneven on both sides. Oh wait. The zero isn't covered on the top. It's only the 5 and it bounces up to the 10 and it messes around.
Okay, ready?
One starts at the top row and one starts at the second row. And then the one that starts at the second row goes lower than the first.
But is there any kind of a pattern? Do you notice any kind of a pattern
It's the same size.
as far as like rows, or are they
Oh, they
in
go
a
from
certain
side to
order?
side.
Is there
They go from side to
side
side.
to side? Okay. Run it
The lines go straight down.
straight down. So by looking at the pattern that you already have, can you kind of predict where the other cubes would go, what the other fives would be without even counting?
Yes.
Yes. And what is another thing that they all have in common? Is there something else that they all have in common?
They're each on the same row. Like on going down, they're each on the same exact row. They're not all split up.
Do the numbers though have a pattern in them?
like it counts like 10, 20, 30, 40, and then over here it goes 5, 5, and then it goes then it goes 15, then it goes 25, and then it keeps going just 5, and that makes it 0.
Fives and zeros. So it's going to end, the skip counting by 5, the multiples are going to end in a 0 or a 5, right? Did you notice that? Okay. All right, so clear your paper. We're going to do another one. Let's see if we see any type of pattern in this one, okay? We're going to do skip counting by 3s. That one might be a little bit more difficult. And I need to hear y'all say it with me. Y'all kind of started with me a few minutes ago and then you dropped off at the end. All right, you ready? We're going to start with 3. And we're not going down to 99. We're only going to go halfway through the sheet. Okay? All right. 1, 2, 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24,
30,
Wait, y'all got lost somewhere along the line. 33, 36, 39. What comes after 39? 42, 45, 48. Okay, you can stop there. Yeah, y'all kind of dropped off on me. Only multiples of 3 is what you're covering. Okay. Never skip counting. Whatever numbers you said, 3, 6, 9, that's what you should cover. Multiples of 3. Yes, Brady.
I'm saying that,
You see a pattern? Okay. Oh, yeah. Diagonal? What else? Is there another pattern? Like with the numbers at all?
that's what I was saying. That's just what I was
The diagonal pattern? Yeah.
When you look at the blocks, you can see it goes 9, 8, and on each row it's going down by 1.
Yeah. So there's a pattern in the diagonal row, right? With the numbers. Very good. Okay. So let's see if y'all can do skip counting by, let's try 2s on your own. I know you can do 2s, but let's see if you can, let's make sure. And then we're gonna look for a pattern too after you do the 2s, okay? Let's see if we see a pattern like we did in the other ones.
What do we stop to?
How about 50? You can make it to 50.
Oh, I see the pattern already. I'm just gonna keep putting.
You got it?
Go all the way to 50.
If you can.
I can't.
Go as far as you can go till you run out of Legos or blocks.
Oh, I stopped. I think it will go. I stopped. Oh, yeah. Okay.